Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Sometimes the best movies are the ones that sneak up on you. You don't know what to expect, and then it just hits you in unexpected ways and sits with you for days afterwards. That movie for me is All of Us Strangers. It's in theaters, and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Director Andrew Haigh wrote the movie based on Taichi Yamada's novel. It stars Andrew Scott as Adam, a struggling screenwriter facing incredible loneliness. One night he meets Harry, who's played by Paul Mescal, who also lives in his building. It's a quiet night, as if no one else lives in this London apartment building except the two of them. It becomes a drunken sexual proposition for the two of them that feels all too real for many that have been in this situation before. These two lonely strangers start to feel for each other, with Adam opening up in ways that he hasn't before. And at the same time, he finds himself going back to his hometown, to his childhood home, where he's confronted with his parents, who seemingly had passed away 30 years prior. The film also stars Jamie Bell and Claire Foy as his parents, who he sees at the age that they were when they passed away. Andrew Haigh makes All of Us Strangers kind of reside in the state of uncertainty for the character and for the audience. It doesn't always live in reality, but he's asking his audience to allow the story to be about all of those unspoken conversations, the things that we wish we said to our loved ones, the thoughts that we wrestle with inside our head and yet never seem to come out of our mouths. Andrew Scott gives one of my favorite performances of the year, as he's just brilliant at exploring Adam's inner demons that he's working through. He's made to look rough and unkept, and then completely vulnerable for the times that if and when he decides to actually open his heart. There's a lifetime of homophobia and stereotypes that have really hardened him. Andrew Haigh never wants to rush any of this, and we see Adam and Harry's first sexual encounter. It's tender and slow, but you can still feel the heat and the passion between these two strangers. And as two gay men, they have interesting conversations about labels, getting married, having kids, just changes in the community, and what it means for Harry to be a former fat kid. Now, there's a noticeable age difference between the two of them, which I think subtly plays into what it means for them loving themselves. Now, while part of the story is certainly about their connection together, it's enriched by the tension-filled dialogue that Adam has with his two parents, the ones that always seem too late for him, as he was never able to come out to them. Claire Foy is wonderful at being that parent who is stuck in a homophobic time with really outdated views, as Adam desperately tries to reassure her of what it means to be gay in present time. All of Us Strangers works on so many different levels, with Andrew Haigh really allowing the audience to really interpret this with whatever lens or personal history that they bring to this material. It's ripe for discussion about what the reality is for Adam. The title plays on so many different levels, asking if Adam is a stranger to himself, to his parents, or to his lover. It's a very human story, regardless of sexual orientation, about love and forgiveness of others and ourselves in order to have closure and forgiveness. And acceptance. There's a really tragic quality to it, and while some may question why we still tell tragic gay stories, it does feel differently coming from director Andrew Haigh and Andrew Scott, who kind of bring an authentic view to this material. It's deeply moving without being too maudlin or pushy. I'm giving All of Us Strangers 5 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. Leave me a comment on social media or on YouTube. What has been your favorite movie of the year? I would love to hear from you. Paul's Trip to the Movies is brought to you by Imagine Theaters. Tickets are now on sale for All of Us Strangers, so go see it on the big screen. So see this, see movies like The Holdovers, Wish, Saltburn, Beyonce's Renaissance Tour. Get tickets today. Tickets are also on sale for my movie series, Paul McGuire Grimes Presents, coming up December 17th. We're going to close out the year with the Judy Garland classic, Meet Me in St. Louis. Coming up January 28th is All the President's Men. February is Dr. Strangelove. And then in March, it's Good Will Hunting. Get tickets today. I do a discussion after every series, so let's talk about these movies. Thank you so much for watching my review of All of Us Strangers. This is Paul's trip to the movies.